if you wanted to stop your hair receding in its tracks, you take these two compounds. I'm pretty sure finasteride might be one of them's a lotion you put in your hair, one of them's a pill.
Yeah.
But it prevents the conversion of something called DHT, which is a type of testosterone. So you could come to the standpoint that most dudes with really high test go bald, but also dudes that take anabolic steroids tend to go bald, like The Rock.
Yeah.
And people are like,
Wait, The Rock is on steroids?
Allegedly.
No. I'm The Rock's biggest hater, by the way, so we're good.
Yeah, so like there's this link between it, but this finasteride minoxidil treatment can lower your testosterone a bit. But I've got it on the scoop. I said to my mate, he's quite young, like you boys, like 28. I said, did it affect your sex drive? And he said he's gone from 4 wanks a day to 3. So
he's good to go.
How's he managed it then? How's Liver King managed it?
Yeah, man, this guy. Now when this came out, he was there like, sorry guys, I'm on steroids. Everyone was there like, damn it.
He's back on.
He's back on.
Yeah, so he openly came out going, I proved to my sons that I'm a primal. I'm going back on it. And he said again, TRT. I'm like, bro, you're far from TRT. You're a sub 50 years old heart attack.
Yeah.
Like, he is revving that engine pretty.
He's tuning that motherfucker all the way.
What? So wait, he came out doing that whole thing saying, look, I'm going clean, all that stuff. And now he's just back on it.
No, it'll be because he's seen the way his body deteriorates and he just couldn't
handle it.
And he just fell off a bit. You know?
Yeah.
So now his video views have fucking tanked. The guy, he was doing over 100 million a year.
What
in views?
No, in dollars.
Yeah.
From his supplements. Convincing people that need a liver.
What's it called? But
so this again would be a con because you would have bought all the liver supplements in the world.
Yeah, and it was just,
and then you would have been like,
he's not like that because of that. It's because of the steroids.
Yeah. Shit like that is fucking crazy. Liver King was one of the greatest finesses of our time, man.
Yeah.
But it was only a finesse. I'm sorry. I'll be honest with you. If you did buy his shit and you couldn't see that he was juiced to the fucking gills, then you got bigger problems than getting fit.
Them fucking carnivore diet people on TikTok piss me off so much.
But you know what? So I've done a few things like as part of my videos to like test them out.
Yeah.
I did carnivore for like 21 days. And it was actually all right. Like
Chip
I
did it.
tried it and it was so fucking difficult. I had to can it for me.
It's difficult. My missus hated life.
I think I went too far in for some at first time for like something like that.
For me, like I'm always hungry. I love eating. It's like how I get happy. So then I became like 3 days in, I became like slightly indifferent to food. I was like, meh, when it's just steak and eggs and whatever, you're like, you're not really bothered.
Like mincemeat and shit and stuff like that.
Like I'd have like 6 eggs for breakfast, and then you get pretty bored of food because your options are limited. But then my energy for training was actually all right. I lost loads of fat. I lost like 4 kilograms in 20 days.
Wow.
And then in the end, I got COVID and I was like, fuck this. And I had a bowl of cereal. And then I've ruined my YouTube video. Like, that was it. I was doing it just for the clicks.
Oh, right. And did you ever make the video?
No. I was like,
think you'd ever give it another go?
Yeah, I'm probably going to give it another. I've got pretty fat on this trip.
How long do you have to, like, how long are you thinking? Like, a month?
Just 30 days, yeah. I'm back in Australia for a month. So I'm actually going to record maybe 5 or 6 videos concurrently.
Yeah.
Like little things like I did 100 press ups a day for 30 days. I went carnivore for 30 days. And then I can try and put like little education pieces in the middle of it.
Definitely.
Like, so yeah, I'm just going to do random shit. I sat in a squat 5 minutes every day for 30 days. Like things that people, if I can create an itch that they're going to scratch, you can tell I'm
no, I'd watch that.
Catch up. You boys are 5 years younger with 5 times the sub.
Yeah, we've been doing this way too long now.
Do you ever get tired? Do you ever get like burnt out to the point that you're like, fuck this?
All the time?
Switch it up though.
All the time, yeah. It's so normal. But that's one of the biggest things that it was actually I went for dinner with my mum last night and she asked me like the exact same question. She was like, do you not ever just get burnt out? And I was like, when you were going for 10 years, right, the biggest fear when like I guess I first burnt out was like, oh my God, everything's going to fall apart. And it just never does. Because you come back, you know, you could take, I took 6 months off. I just didn't post. And then I came back and yeah, like I completely changed the way my content was, but I still knew how to make a good video. At the time, it was considered a good video. Looking back, I'm like, wow. But at the time, so that's the biggest thing is like, yes, you will get burnt out. Anybody that says they don't get burnt out,
liar.
It's just cat. Like you do get burnt out. It's just about understanding that it's not the end of the world. Do what you need to do and then come back, fresh mind, and then just...
When you've got no good ideas, it's depression.
Yeah.
Like,
go through it all the time.
And people out there are like, how can you say that? Because, you know, my dad just died. You're like, whoa, but I'm still entitled to feel shit.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Just because no one died in my life, let me feel shit. And you're in there in your nice house and everything else, but you're like, you feel like your worth as a creator is diminished. And the more you try and force it, you're just stumbling around the house, kicking things like, and then when the idea comes, like you say, you know, you said you have to go all in. I made up so many excuses why I wasn't posted on YouTube. Oh yeah, I'm a Facebook guy or I'm an Insta guy. but I just wasn't willing to do the work. But when you get into it and you start really becoming obsessed with it, it takes up your whole life.
Yeah.
And then just everything about it, then the audio is not good enough in a clip, and it's your day's fucked. You're like, I can't believe we fucked that clip.
Yeah. No, but I think from there, it then does turn into a business, and it's all about building the right team to ensure that when you do go through these burnouts, a lot of that weight on your shoulders is actually spread out across 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
Do you ever go back and look at your old stuff?
Old stuff?
I did.
Not really.
Both of you.
No,
I find it inspiring to go back and, because you have the popular tab, then you go oldest. Like, I like to see where people began. Yeah. Like, Chip, your ideas are sick.
Yeah, I will go back and watch all videos and see, like, the go-karting videos. I watched the first year's one, then I watched the second year's one. I'm like, this is a year gap, and the level of his production is insanely different. Like, it's so much better, but I'm proud of where I come from, and the first video is still sick to me. But that's how you grow and get better. Like, I know the third year one it'll blow. There'll be no better video in the year, in my opinion.
I sometimes go through unlisting them because I'm ashamed of where I was like a year ago.
I've done that a few times, to be fair. Yeah.
And I feel
like you shouldn't though.
Yeah. there's both sides of it, but then I watch it and I'm like, you're an embarrassment.
Yeah.
You started a video without a hook, you piece of shit.
Oh man, that's the least of my fucking problems. Like, it's a weird one. It's like, but I also don't like the idea of like, okay, so you get like the hook part, and there's a big psychology to making a YouTube video now. But at the same time, I'm there like, fuck, if everyone just follows the same formula, we end up with just like the same type of video all the time. And so I look back, like, I mean, the most standout thing for me is when I look back and they're like, the title and the thumbnail here is, like, I'll put vlog day 3. Like, that was a title. But back then, that was just what it was. Like, there was no concept of having a good title and thumbnail. And then now it's all about, okay, you have to have a hook. And so sometimes, I'll think, okay, we'll have a hook in this one. And then there'll be other videos where I'm like, it just doesn't suit it. Like, I don't care that it needs it. It ruins the vibe of the video. If this is supposed to feel like a personal video or like from my 75 hard thing, I don't know if I'm going to start it with a hook. I want people to click it and then just be like, let's just fucking find out.
YouTube's so focused on that nowadays as well. Like, if you actually started a video without a hook, it would probably stand out a little bit more than the ones with.
They're like, well, this is weird.
Yeah, like if Mr. Beast made a video now and it didn't start with like, today we're doing this with this golden boat, and he did something different, people would be like, whoa, but I'm gonna see what's going on here. It's so different.
It's nice when you create a video where you just create it for the fun of it and you go, I don't give a fuck if this bangs. Like, I've had so much fun in the creation. If 10 people watch it, it's worth.
I think that was you in the first go-kart.
We weren't going to upload that. We were doing it for fun. It was a 24-hour go-kart race, and the idea was go-kart doesn't do well on YouTube.
It doesn't, by the way.
But we'll film it. And I loved doing go-karting just as a hobby, and I was like, look, we'll film it. We'll just see how the day ends up. We finished it all, and everyone enjoyed it so much. We were like, we know that content is going to be good, so we sent it away. Editor was like, let's please make this. I was like, we'll make it. Let's see how the video is. And it fucking banged. Yeah. Because we all enjoyed it so much. You can see when you watch the video, these guys are having the best time.
It doesn't follow like the standard YouTube rules.
No.
And the moment that people see it, and we've even noticed it with like when we're doing our fellas videos and we travel to like Amsterdam or we go to wherever, it doesn't follow conventional. It's not like a good holiday versus bad holiday.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that should
no story beats.
We literally call it. What do we call that Amsterdam one?
Fellas get drunk in Amsterdam with
for 24 hours, something like that. And people, the videos do so well because they're watching it and they're like, these guys are just having a sick time.
Yeah.
There's no challenge.
It's very
to the
relatable.
video.
Like just lads getting pissed. Like, I wish I was in this friend group. I wish I was with these boys, but I'm here watching on YouTube. It's close enough.